Who's got a big game? I got a big game. Oh, man. That doesn't sound good. How far away is that going? Sounds like it's kind of receded into the background. So the fire or the EMT emergency is distant. Hopefully they're all okay. Hope that's not something terrible. Stop falling. Oh, 3 of them? My goodness. I just spent time before I filmed these 3 videos putting these back up. This is just going to drive me crazy. I'm just going to nail them into the wall. Nail all of them into the wall. Okay. Guys, this is Mission Catastrophe. Well, that's just insulting. You just knock more on the way down when you fall? That's just a sucker punch to the gonads. That's what that is. That was even the section where I put the second piece of tape up. The other ones, that's just insulting. That's not nice. That's not nice. That's just kicking a man while he's down is what that is. So this is Mission Catastrophe. This is the deluxe edition of the game. And this is from Cardboard Alchemy, who is a publisher that I have a good appreciation for. They are good appreciation of. I think that would be the correct prepositional end there. It really should be, this is the publisher Cardboard Alchemy, of whom I have a good appreciation. And I can say that because I know Peter Vaughn, who's the head of Cardboard Alchemy. And I can also say that is the case for the prepositional phrase knowledge, because one of my favorite things is I like grammatical correctness, but I do realize how sometimes it gets in the way of just communicating with people. And my favorite example of that is when somebody criticized somebody criticized Winston Churchill for ending a sentence on a preposition, either in a book or a speech or something. And he said, "That is the nonsense up with which we shall not put." Instead of just saying, "I'm not going to put up with that nonsense." I think that's hilarious. And it is true that sometimes being grammatically correct, it doesn't matter, in the sense that it actually gets in the way of clear and concise communication between people. But that is the publisher of whom I have appreciation, or for whom, because it's a person. Cardboard Alchemy. This is the first take. You guys haven't seen any of the other stuff. Cardboard Alchemy is a publisher for whom I have great appreciation, because they worked in development for Luke Laurie's Dwellings of Eldervale, which I'm stoked about. And then also they're working on his new one, Andromeda's Edge, which is a sci-fi one, space game. Can't wait to check that out. And I will get to check that out around Gen Con. And then yeah, this is not those games, but this is a game I'm very excited about, because I got to play this with Jesse and had an absolute blast. There were 5 of us, maybe. I think there were about 5 of us. And it was a riot of threatening to not help the team, desperately needing to help the team, being unsure whether I was going to make it out alive, absolutely not making it out alive, figuring things out. Like, for example, let me just describe to you what the back of the box says. Good news, if you're reading this, you are currently alive. Bad news, a high probability exists that the asteroid you've been studying has exploded into mini meteoroids now hurtling towards the ship. Worse news, the deep space mining vessel Casimir will not survive these conditions. You must work with the rest of your crew to keep the ship intact long enough to collect supplies and to get to an escape pod. It is not a fun game for the people you play with. It's so brutal in the best way. It is a very fun game for the people that you play with, because you're so every man for himself, but oh my gosh, please work as a team or everything's going to blow up. There's such a nice knife edge that you're sitting on there. It says one more thing, there's only one escape pod. So that's 100% why I love this game. It is manic, it is crazy, it is just a lot of fun, and only one person's going to be happy at the end that they survived, but everyone's going to be happy at the end that they experienced how manic it was. So much fun. Really good game. I think that you guys are going to like it. This was the other half of the trade that I did with Jesse for the new and shrink copy of Forbidden Stars. He gave me Final Girl, the full set, and then he also gave me a copy of Mission Catastrophe, which I'm going to give away to you guys. So I think that because instead of talking about the giveaway, I spent most of the video talking about prepositional phrases and their proper use in a sentence. I think that we are going to use, for the giveaway keyword phrase that you need to shout down in the comments, you need to say, Devon is the kind of nonsense up with which we shall not put. I'll say that again, because that's a little bit of a mouthful. You're going to say, Devon is the kind of nonsense up with which we shall not put. I want everybody to insult me today. Devon is the kind of nonsense up with which we shall not put. And that will enter you in for this deluxe edition of Cardboard Alchemy's Mission Catastrophe, which has got fancy game trays organization. It's got these gorgeous color miniatures that are like they're all different colors, easy to distinguish. It's just gorgeous. Includes the Maximum Danger expansion, which is 12 ship models, 36 rolls, 8 character and robot minis, 1 robot docking game trays, 19 PIP cards, 4 shield cubes, 16 controlled tokens, 3 robot solo and co-op reference cards. That's what I'm talking about. This is the deluxe edition. It's got all the stuff you want. And if you want it, Devon is the kind of nonsense up with which you shall not put. Up with which we shall not put. Up with which we shall not put. Or you. We or you. Neither of those are going to be the keywords. So if you want to dial it into you're not going to take that kind of nonsense, or we collectively are not going to take that kind of nonsense, either way, that word is not going to be, that pronoun is not going to be the keyword. So you're fine. I hope you guys have a great day. Whether you're at the end of the day or the beginning of your day, I hope it's good. I hope it's good, because you should focus on the good with my misshapen mug. Mission Catastrophe timestamp. Cheese knife timestamp. Marvel timestamp. It's the Final Girl countdown timestamp. Rest of the water timestamp. See you guys later.